app available for Android and iOS. In the fast
नमस्कार. आयच्या ग्राउंड झिरोक तुमकां सगळ्याक येवकार. आनीक जी महत्वाची बातमी फाटली 2 वरां आमी ब्रेक करतात ती म्हळ्यार काँग्रेस आमदारांच्या डिस्क्वॉलिफिकेशन पिटिशनाची आनीक सुप्रीम कोर्टात जे हियरिंग जालें ताची तुमी ब्रेकिंग पळयल्या आसतली. हाजेर डिटेल्स आमी आज जाणून घेतले. जे आदवोगाद ह्या केसी भितर सगळ्यात फुडें आसात ते आमकां ह्या शोचेर आज जॉइन जातात. बट बिफोर आय गो टू अवर गेस्ट ऑफ टुडे, आमचे बरोबर आमचे लीगल रिपोर्टर मुकेश कुमार आसात. Mukesh, if you can take us through what happened in the Supreme Court today, argument by argument, and what are the orders that are passed today?
Yes, Pramod. First, I would like to say that this is not only Congress petition, but MGP petition was also tagged before the Supreme Court. And in the afternoon, when this matter came up for hearing, first of all, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, representing Speaker of Goa, informed the Supreme Court that the Speaker has reserved the judgment for 29th April. But immediately, Chief Justice of India, who is due to retire on 23rd April, said that no, 29th April is not acceptable, because when he will retire, then completely new bench will be formed, and this matter, how can new bench can take up this matter part heard? That means new bench has to hear this whole petition afresh. So Chief Justice asked the Solicitor General to contact the Speaker of Goa whether he can prepone the verdict. So some time was given by the Supreme Court, and then again Tushar Mehta informed the Supreme Court that we can deliver the judgment on 22nd April, which was also objected by the Kapil Sibal, who is representing Girish Chorankar, petitioner in this matter. And Kapil Sibal continuously said that Speaker for more than 1.5 years he has kept awaited the judgment, so he just want to delay this matter by hook or by crook. So he requested, Kapil Sibal requested Chief Justice to pass any direction, but because a Speaker is a constitutional post, Supreme Court cannot directly direct to pass any order within the time frame. So there was a bit of helplessness on the Chief Justice of India, which Kapil Sibal said that this is not the right situation. But again, Chief Justice asked that what can we do? So later on, finally, counsel representing Speaker informed the Supreme Court that on 20th April, Speaker will pass the judgment in this matter. So accepting the submission made by the Speaker, Supreme Court has posted this matter for next hearing on 21st April. Pramod.
21st April. आणि आमकां स्टुडियो भितर आज जॉइन जातात ॲडव्होकेट अभिजीत गोसावी, जे काँग्रेसीच्या वतीन ह्या केसीची फाटपुरवण करत आसात. अभिजीत, वेलकम टू द स्टुडियो. सगळ्यात पहिली गजाल, आज जे सुप्रीम कोर्टाक जालें ताजे कडेन तुमी काँग्रेस पक्ष म्हणून कसो पळयता?
So basically the matter was there before the Supreme Court today. At the outset, the learned Solicitor General, who was appearing for the Speaker, Honorable Speaker, informed the Supreme Court that the Honorable Speaker has heard the matter, that is the disqualification petition, and he is going to pass the judgment on the main matter on 29th of April. At which point of time the court said that that's too long a time, and it's not acceptable that you are going to pass judgment after such a long time. We also informed the court that what is happening, that for last 19 months this disqualification petition is pending before the Speaker. We had filed this somewhere in August of 2019. It's almost, I think, more than 19 months that the petition is pending before him. During the pendency, there was in month of January of 2020, the Supreme Court delivered a judgment wherein it says that the outer limit for deciding a disqualification petition would be 3 months. In present matter, those 3 months have already long gone by. Thereafter, when the matter came up, obviously we are aware because of the COVID situation, there was a lockdown. It got slightly delayed. Eventually, when the matter came up before the Honorable Supreme Court on 10th of February, the learned Solicitor General, who was representing the Speaker, said that we will keep this matter, we have kept the matter, that is the disqualification, on 26th of February for disposal. The Supreme Court recording that statement said that, okay, since you have kept it for disposal, we are recording your statement. On 26th of April, this matter was extensively argued. The Honorable Speaker said that I have concluded with the argument and now I am reserving it for judgment. What has happened thereafter is something which is a very peculiar procedure which has been adopted, because thereafter the Speaker has placed this matter for hearing on 2 occasions, and on those 2 occasions he has been pleased to pass order on some applications which were filed in the main matter. In this bargain, what is happening, that the main order which was supposed to be passed on 26th of February has not happened. That order is in the bargain of passing some orders on interim application. The main order is not coming, and that is getting delayed. And that was our grievance, that even after the statement of the Honorable Speaker being recorded in the order of the Supreme Court that he has kept it for disposal, even thereafter now he has kept the matter on 29th of April for the orders. So eventually the Supreme Court also queried with the learned Solicitor General that whether it was possible for the Speaker to pass the order within 1 week's time. In response to which the learned Solicitor General said that we will pass it by 22nd of April. Eventually Supreme Court requested the learned Solicitor General that whether he could take the instruction from the Speaker and whether it was possible to pass the order on 20th of April. Learned Solicitor General duly communicated the instruction which he took from the Speaker and said that they will pass the order on 20th of April. So from 29th of April, they will be passing order on 20th of April, and the matter in the Supreme Court is now listed on 21st of April. That is what has happened today.
Abhijeet, tell us one thing, because yes, you rightly pointed out that reserved for order. It started with that and now we have reached here. So ह्या दरम्यान किती जाला आणि किती फ्रुटफुल एक्सरसाइज झाल्या काय किती, कारण आम्ही तुमकांय पळयला हियरिंगा वत तेन्ना. सो ही हियरिंग जी जाताली तुम्ही भायर येवन आमकां सांगताले, बट आता भितर अर्थपूर्ण कितें जाला काय जस्ट वेळ काडपाचो प्रकार चालू आसा?
Basically what is happening is the proceeding is getting delayed. That is sum and substance, that is what is happening, and that is what is happening from the time we have filed it way back in August of 2019. If the Supreme Court says that disqualification petitions have to be decided within outer limit of 3 months, I think everybody, including the Honorable Speaker, should respect the judgments and the law which has been laid down by the Honorable Supreme Court. Unfortunately, in our case, it has not happened. If you go to count the months, it's I think more than 19 months have passed since the disqualification petition was filed. It is in the interest of the democracy that if somebody comes up, we are not saying that only in our case, I'm saying generally, if somebody comes and says that the person who is an elected representative for whatever reason has incurred disqualification, it is in the interest of democracy, it is in the interest of keeping the spirit of constitution, to keep with the spirit of 10th schedule, that you decided within the time bound manner. Otherwise what is happening, somebody will defect and he has the security at the back of his head that nothing is going to happen, I am just going to delay it till the time the new election come. And it's fait accompli if this is dragged on, and this is what is happening even in this case, that the matter is getting dragged on, and that was our precise grievance why we went to the Supreme Court. We went to the Supreme Court to tell the Supreme Court that, sir, we have filed this petition, disqualification petition, in month of August of 2019. We went in June of 2020. For so many days, nothing, so many months, nothing has happened. We had heard nothing. It is only after we went to the Honorable Supreme Court and the matter started being argued or heard before the Supreme Court that eventually the Speaker fixed the matter for hearing. He heard us extensively on 26th of February and then reserved it for judgment. It was heard extensively, everything what was required to be pointed out to the Speaker was done. Now it was for him to pass the order, and we are hoping that he would be passing it soon. Now hopefully on 20th, as he has communicated to the Honorable Supreme Court, he will pass the final.
एक असा अभिजित की nobody expects the Speaker to disqualify these MLAs the way things have gone ahead. So what's your plan B? Because okay, even if the speaker qualifies them, how is Congress looking at this development, and what will be your step two?
To start with, I am an optimistic person, so I hope that
you hope that speaker will pass the order in your favor.
I hope that he'll pass the order in accordance with law. He'll pass the order in accordance with the spirit of 10th schedule. He'll pass the order on whatever records which are available on his file, which clearly show that these people have in fact incurred disqualification. And I'll tell you briefly why I say so. Forget about whatever we are saying. Let us only go by whatever reply the 10 MLAs have filed before the Honorable Speaker. In brief, what they have said before the Speaker, and which I could point out here and I could tell you, is that this. Firstly, all 10 of them say that they contested from Indian National Congress ticket. They got elected from their ticket. Second thing, all of them say that today all of them are affiliated to Bharatiya Janata Party. So obviously, not going into the politics, I'm saying from one party, today they are shown to be in some different party. Third thing what they say, and which is very important, and that is their case, what they say is that they are saying that their legislative party has merged. Now that being their case, forget about our case for a moment, that being their case, they saying that the legislative party has merged. One of the most important ingredient of a valid merger, or for them to claim a defense that there is a merger, therefore you cannot disqualify us, is this, that there should be a merger of the political party.
Yeah, now, not the legislature party.
Not the legislative party. They themselves say that our legislative party has merged. That being the case, all the ingredients which are necessary for incurring the disqualification under the 10th schedule, para 4 of the 10th schedule are present. That firstly, you belong to a party. Today you have deserted that party, and today you yourself say that you belong to B party. And thirdly, the only defense or the only exemption which is available is that if your original political party has merged, then you don't incur disqualification. You nowhere say that your original political party has merged, and rightly so, because the original political party has not merged. That being the case, once you yourself say that your legislative party has merged, you don't come within the exemption which is provided under para 4, and therefore under para 2 of the 10th schedule, you have voluntarily given up membership of your original political party, and therefore today you stand disqualified. So this is, I am saying what they have said. Forget about whatever case we have set up, forget about whatever we have said in our petition. This is their own case, and on their own document we can show that they have incurred disqualification.
एक म्हाका मुद्दो विचारपाक जाय ते म्हळ्यार हे टू थर्ड म्हणटा ते आमी हांगाच न्ही देशभर आयकलां, आनी गोंया भितरूय बी जो सगळ्यांत व्हडलो आर्ग्युमेंट आसा की आमी 2/3 फुटले म्हणटा ते. हे जे 2/3 नाटक आसा, लिगली तुका ते कितली टेनेबल दिसता?
Hi, so I think this is that 2/3 what you say,
can it be read independently of merger?
No, it cannot be. This is something, a perception is sought to be created ki आमच्याकडे 2/3 asa, so therefore there is a merger. It cannot be. There are two requirements for a valid merger, and which, if that kind of merger is there, then only you will be exempted from a disqualification under the 10th schedule. The requirements are this. Firstly, you are original political party, and the original political party is very well defined under the 10th schedule. It is the party basically on which ticket you contested the election and got elected to the Legislative Assembly. That political party should decide to merge with another political party. So it may be any party. X party decides, original political party decides to merge with political party Y. This is the first step. The second step is at least 2/3 of your legislative assemblies member, who are legislative assemblies members, are basically your MLAs. 2/3 of those MLAs of your party should agree to such a decision. If they agree, then there is a valid merger. So both these requirements are required. Simultaneously, both these requirements are required to be fulfilled. You cannot say that because 2/3 members I have with me, therefore there is a merger. According to me, in my understanding, that is not sufficient for a valid merger in terms of 10th schedule, because the first and the basic prerequisite is that your original political party should merge.
समजा तुमच्या अगेन्स्ट गेलो जजमेंट, तो म्हणटा यू आर ऑप्टिमिस्टिक दॅट स्पीकर विल गो बाय द बुक, ऑल्दो युअर ऑप्टिमिझम आणि आमची पॉलिटिकल रियलिटी सद्याक जर पळयल्यो जाल्यार म्हाका दिसना तूं एक कडेन येता म्हणून. स्टील फाल्यां जर तुमच्या अगेन्स्ट ऑर्डर गेली, वॉट इज युअर स्टेप टू?
Basically, if you have realized, even the Supreme Court has kept the matter on 21st. In a way, it is conscious that in a way it's the matter is getting monitored. That speaker has to take a decision. Thereafter, we have the option of challenging this decision if at all it goes against us before the Constitutional Court. That could be the High Court or even before the Supreme Court. Because if you see the time which is left for the elections, we are I think due for election in March of 2022, right? So the time which is left is pretty less. So therefore we may in fact directly approach the Supreme Court and request the Supreme Court that you please take up and decide this, because this is something very important constitutional issues which requires a conclusive decision. That decision we will take after due consultation, whether to go to the High Court or directly to the Supreme Court after due deliberation. But these are the two options which presently I feel are available to Mr. Chodankar in case the order goes against him.
तुम्ही एक गजाल आज म्हणतात की ऑर्डर जर तुमच्या अगेन्स्ट गेली जाल्यार बिकॉज दिस मॅटर इज ऑलरेडी ऑन इन द सुप्रीम कोर्ट, घडये तुम्ही हायकोर्टा वचपा वाट्याचे डायरेक्ट सुप्रीम कोर्टा वचून सांगतले दॅट दिस इज अ मॅटर वेअर कॉन्स्टिट्युशनल क्लॅरिटी इज रिक्वायर्ड, तुम्हीच डायरेक्ट रुलिंग दिया म्हणून. What is what you are saying?
One of the possibilities.
One of the possibilities.
I am not ruling out either of the possibilities I said, but that is one of the possibility that would require a broader consultation, and thereafter we will take that call.
Then thereafter you will take it. Abhijeet, thanks a lot for joining us in the studio. कारण म्हाका दिसता अख्ख्या गोंयची ह्या केसीचे नदर आहा आनी फाल्यां जर तुमी सुप्रीम कोर्टा भितर हो विशय घेवन गेलो, देशभर इतली प्रकरणां घडल्यात, जो निर्णय येतलो ताजे पडसाद फकत गोंयाक न्ही, द रेमिफिकेशन्स जी आसतली दॅट विल बी अक्रॉस द कंट्री. अभिजीत, थँक्स अ लॉट फॉर जॉयनिंग विथ अस इन द स्टुडियो.
थँक यू व्हेरी मच.
हांव थंयच्यान मुखार वता. हांव सगळ्यात पयलीं वता वास्को. आमचे रिपोर्टर विक्रम नायक आमकां जॉयन जातात. वास्को खूब घडामोडी घडल्यात, इलेक्शनूय आसा. विक्रम, वॉट इज गोईंग ऑन?
सर आयकूंक येता न्ही?
येस, गो अहेड.
सर सद्याक इलेक्शनाचो मोठो बॉल चालू आसा आनी आतां मेरेन अराउंड 92 नॉमिनेशन फॉर्मां भरलेलीं आसात आनी वेगळे वेगळे वॉर्डाच्यान वेगळे वेगळे पार्टीचे बॅक कॅन्डिडेट, थोडे इंडिपेंडंट कॅन्डिडेट, थोडे पयलीं बॅक आशिल्ले पूण रिजर्वेशन जावन चेंज जाल्ले, थोडे पार्टीचे बेजार जाल्लेले सगळे कॅन्डिडेटांनी ऑलमोस्ट फ्रॉम एव्हरी वॉर्ड आतां मेरेन 92 नॉमिनेशनां भरलेलीं आहा. आनी थोड्या जाग्याचेर जशें आमी फाटीं पळयल्लें की पॅनल डिक्लेअर जाली, चीफ मिनिस्टरान ऑफिस ओपन केलें, ताजे मागीर रिजर्वेशन परते आयले आनी मागीर परते हे सगळे पॅनल चेंज जाले. सो सद्याक जे पयलींचे पॅनल डिक्लेअर जाल्ले ते आतां बंद करून दुसरे एक बरोबर 25 कॅन्डिडेटाचे लिस्ट जेन्ना राष्ट्र साधारण स्टेट कानावडेन हांच्यांनी डिक्लेअर केल्ले, तातूंत भितरल्यान एक जो आमचो आदलो चेअरपर्सन आसा नंददीप राऊत, तांच्यांनी क्लियर कट सांगलां की आपल्याक बीजेपी पार्टीन कॉन्फिडन्सान घेवंक ना, आपल्याक फोन करूंक ना आनी आपल्याक इन्वायटूय करूंक ना. सो ही हॅज क्लियरली मेन्शन दॅट आपली बायल जी आसा ती इंडिपेंडंट कॅन्डिडेट रावतली. तशेंच जे दाबोलीच्या वाठारान एक कॅन्डिडेट आशिल्लो जेजे ऑफिस परते सीएम आनी मोविन गुदिनोन ओपन केल्लें, तोय आतां इंडिपेंडंट कॅन्डिडेट असो भायर सरूंक लागला. हे म्हणटा इलेक्शनाची घडामोडी. दुसरी म्हणटात ती सर काल राती 9 सुमार एक बार्ज जी आयन लोडिंग करताली, एक बोट आयिल्ली मारिल्ली सवी आनी ती आयन फायन्स घेवन आयिल्ली मोरीन डॉल्फिनाचेर. ती जेन्ना लोडिंग करताली तेन्ना एक बरो रफ वेदर आशिल्लो आनी एक जी बार्ज आशिल्ली MV सूर्या म्हणटा, जितून 8 क्रू आशिल्ले. जेन्ना ते कार्गो लोड करतालो तेन्ना ती बार्ज म्हणजे डॅमेज जाली आनी ताका क्रॅक येतकच ती बार्ज इन्स्टंटली बुडपाक लागली. जेन्ना ती बार्ज बुडटा म्हणून कळ्ळी तेन्ना जे बोटीचे लोक आशिल्ले जावं पायलट लॉन्च तांच्यांनी कॉल केले आनी इमिजिएटली रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन चालू जाली. लोकांनी दोरयो टायर बी सोडून जेंका कोणाक वाचोवंक मेळटा तांकां तांच्यांनी वाचयलो आनी लास्टाक सगळ्यांक 8 लोकांक तांच्यांनी रेस्क्यू केलो आनी तातूंतले जे 2 लोक आशिल्ले ते मातशे गंभीर हालतीन आशिल्ले. एकटो वॉज ऑलमोस्ट अनकॉन्शियस. सो तांकां मागीर एमपीटीचे एम्ब्युलन्सान घालून चिखले सब डिस्ट्रिक्ट हॉस्पिटलान तांकां व्हेल्लो. थंय सर एक जो क्रू आसा तो मरण पावलो, म्हणजे तो हैदराबादचो क्रू आशिल्लो तो मरण पावलो आनी ती बार्ज बुडली. त्या बार्जीन अराउंड 1700 टन कार्गो ऑलरेडी लोड जाल्लो. जेन्ना आमी ते ओनराक कॉन्टॅक्ट करपाक ट्राय केलो तो सांगपाक लागलो की वेदरूय रफ आशिल्ले आनी थोडे लोक म्हणटा की जे बोटी वयल्यान जेन्ना माल देंवयता तो बरो हायटी वयल्यान एक 30 टनाचो एक ग्रॅब जो आसता तो वयल्यान सोडले म्हणटकर बोट ती बार्जूय हालपाक लागली आनी तशी डॅमेज जावन अशें तांचे क्लेम आसा. अनेक गजाल म्हणटा ती सद्याक सर ह्या दिसांनी एअरपोर्टाचेर डेली भायल्यान आयिल्ले जे पॅसेंजर असता दुबयच्यान जावं केरळा दुबयच्यान जे लोक येता केरळाचे लोक जावं दुसऱ्या गांवचे लोक ऑलमोस्ट एव्हरी थर्ड डे कस्टम इज रिकवरिंग अ ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ गोल्ड फ्रॉम देम आणि गोल्डाची एक बरी तस्करी जी आसा हांगा चालू जाल्ली तांकां खंय तरी स्टॉप घालपाक म्हणजे एक 15 दिसांनी सुमार एक 3 फावट तरी कस्टमान गोल्ड रिकवर केला आणि काल एक 3.5 लाखाचें गोल्ड धरला ते सोडल्यार सर आयज एक अराउंड 250 लोक म्हणजे इनडायरेक्ट जे स्टाफ आसा आमचे इंडिगो एअरलायन्साचे तांच्यांनी सकाळी स्ट्रायकार गेले तांचें म्हणणें आसा की आमकां 3-4 वर्सां जालीं आमचो पेमेंट वाडना आनी जो आमचो ड्युटी मॅनेजर आसा तो आमकां हॅरस करता सो तांच्यांनी खंय एक जायते फावट प्रयत्न केले आपल्या कंपनीक सांगपाक HR कंपनीक सांगपाक दे आर ऑल इनडायरेक्ट स्टाफ थोडे लोक म्हणटा की आमी जे रिटायर जाले आमकां अजुनूय PFची कांय गॅरंटी सांगूना जे थोडे लोक म्हणटा आमकां पगार फक्त 10,000 रुपया आसा आणि सिलिंडर सुद्धा 1,000 जाला सो आमकां तो परवडना इतले जेन्ना सांगून तांची मागणी तांची सारकी जावंक ना तेन्ना सकाळी 7 सर अराउंड 300 लोक जे ग्राउंड स्टाफ आसा लोडर आसा तांचे क्रेन ऑपरेटर आसा जावं जे बस चलयता ते सगळ्यांनी मिळून ते स्ट्रायकार गेले आणि आयज ते तांच्यांनी सर्व्हिस पॅरलायज करपाची ट्राय केली पूण अशें आयकूंक येता की इंडिगोन मागीर दुसरे गांवांतल्यान फ्लायटीन भरून लोकांक हाडपाची तांकां धमकी दिली आणि सद्याक ते स्ट्रायकार आसा ते म्हणटा की जितले म्हणसर आमकां पगार वाडना तितले म्हणसर आमी काम करचे ना हे आसलेलो सर वास्कोच्यान मेन
लॉट विक्रम हांव थंयच्यान मुखार वता मडगांव जंय परत क्लोजली कॉन्टेस्टेड इलेक्शन आसा आनी सावयो डायस आमकां जॉयन जाता सावयो कितें आसा मडगांवची अपडेट वेंचणुकेचें वारें कशें व्हांवता
मडगांव म्युनिसिपालिटी 25 वॉर्ड्स आसा आणि आता पासून सर आयज सांगचे म्हळ्यार आयज 28 कॅन्डिडेट्सांनी फॉर्म भरला आणि टोटल सांगचे म्हळ्यार सर 79 कॅन्डिडेट्स सध्या उबे आसा आणि तरी पण आता 2 दीस उरल्यात फाल्यांचो आणि फोरांचो दीस आनीकूय कॅन्डिडेट हे हितून लिस्टान वाडपाक शकता काल गोवा फॉरवर्डाचे तांणी सगळे जे कॅन्डिडेट आले तेणी काल फॉर्म भरला आणि अशें आसता की जे बाकीचे आमचे लायक BJP जावं दिगंबर कामत काँग्रेसाचे ते मारगांव सायडीन ते भरता जाल्यार फातोर्डा गोवा फॉरवर्डाचे फातोर्डा भरता तर आनीक पॉयंट सांगता म्हळ्यार आता अजून होलसेल फिश ट्रेडर्स आणि होलसेल सोपो कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरांचे मध्ये HGPD जे होलसेल फिश मार्केट तांचो वाद अजून चालू आसा आणि लोकांक सर आता भायलें नुस्तें मेळना गोंयचें नुस्तें आयज जायते येयलें मार्केटान जायत्यो गाडयो येयल्यो पण तरी पूण ते कितें आसा तूं तेन्ना भायलें नुस्तें आनी गोंयचें नुस्तें येता तेन्ना नुस्त्याची रेट देंवता तेन्ना एकूच सायडीचें नुस्तें येता तेन्ना गोंयचें नुस्तें म्हारग
बरोबर
रेट वाडटा सो अजून लोकांक हे नुस्त्याचो अजून प्रॉब्लेम अजून फेस करचो पडटा आणि तितले नुस्तें मार्केटान ना सो अनलेस तांचे मध्ये हे जायना आनी हे होलसेल ट्रेडर्स अजून भायलें नुस्तें हाडना जाल्यार हे नुस्त्याचें हे अशेंच कंटिन्यू उरतलें
आनीक प्रॉब्लेम जातलो थँक्स अ लॉट सावयो हांव थंयच्यान म्हापशां वता आनी एक व्हडली म्युनिसिपालिटी जंय इलेक्शन आसा आनी एक पॅनलाय आसात श्याम सुंदर फट्टे जॉयन जाता म्हाका श्याम कितें आहा म्हापशेची अपडेट इलेक्शनाची कितें
प्रमोद म्हापशाची हे घेता आसतना जे 20 वार्ड आसा 20 वार्डांचे इलेक्शनाक नॉमिनेशन भरपाचें चालू आसा गेले 2-4 दीस जाले नॉमिनेशन भरता आसतना आयज मेरेन आयज 32 जाणांनी नॉमिनेशन भरला आणि टोटल 59 नॉमिनेशन जाला आणि 2 दीस आसा 8 तारीख मेरेन नॉमिनेशन जातली म्हाका दिसता 100 लागीं जातले अशें दिसता हे कॅन्डिडेट आणि दुसरे सध्या सांगपाचें म्हटल्यार कॅन्डिडेट गेले फावट जेन्ना इलेक्शन परत पोस्टपोन जाले त्याच्या पयलीं BJPन आपले पॅनल डिक्लेअर केल्ले पयलींच आणि त्याच्या उपरांत मागीर तेंच्यांनी फॉर्मां भरलेली आता अजून मेरेन तेंच्यांनी तशी फॉर्मां हे करूंक ना भरूंक ना तेंचे हे आहा की सगळ्यांचे जे नॉमिनेशन सगळे भरून जाल्या उपरांत मागीरूच ते कॅन्डिडेट डिक्लेअर करतले BJPचे म्हणून दुसरे म्हापशाचो एक वॉर्ड आहा जे सुधीर कांदोळकार जो जे मेन आसा त्याच्या हितून त्यांनी खूप जणांनी त्याच्या हितून अजून मेरेन फॉर्मां भरप चालू आसा आणि ह्या 2 दिसांकूय बाकीचे उरलेले बीन ते आपल्या सगळ्या 20 वार्डांचे हे करून फॉर्मां भरतले दुसरे आता सध्या जर इलेक्शनाचे हे जर पळयले जाल्यार लोकां मदीं व्हडलेशे हे अशें ना कित्याक लोकांचं हे हा की डेव्हलप म्हापशाचो डेव्हलप काय जागना आणि हे जागना पूण जे पयलींचे आसात ते पूण लोकांचो हे हा की नवीन कोण नवीन चेहऱ्यान कोटेन लोकांचो चड सकल हा नवीन येवंक जाय अशें बी म्हणटात हे जाल्यार इलेक्शनाचे हे फुडले 2 दिसां भितर बाकीचे कितें तर हे कळटले दुसरें आतां कोविडाचो हे जर घेतलो जाल्यार बीच लायनींग पासून गेलो जाल्यार कोण जे मास्क कोण घालिना सॅनिटायझर वापरना कोण जे कितें फॉलो करूंक जाय रुल्स कितें आहा ते कांयच केल्ले दिसना दिसान दीस केसी वाडत आसा दुसरें वॅक्सिनेशन जर म्हटलें जाल्यार वॅक्सिनेशना पासून जावो तसो प्रतिसाद असो मेळ्ळो दिसना कित्याक जेन्ना जर हॉस्पिटलान वता जर पळय ताच्या PSCनी बीन गेल्यार डोस घेवपाक अशें चडशी गर्दी जाता अशी दिसना गर्दी ना हे लोकांनी म्हणजे खरें म्हणजे लोकांनी घेवंक जाय जे कितें हे आहा ते सगळें पाळूंक जाय रुल्स म्हटल्यार हे केल्ले दिसना कित्याक 2 दिसां पयलीं डेप्युटी कलेक्टर बार्देशाचो जो कपिल भट्टे आहा तेणें सगळे हेल्थ ऑफिसरा बरोबर आनी बाकीच्या गव्हर्मेंट घेवन त्यांनी मिटींग घेतलेली आनी अवेअरनेस कसो करूंक जाता लोकां मदीं ज्यो केसी वाडटात तेचेर अवेअरनेस करपाक लागून मिटींग घेवन डिस्कशन केल्लें ही असली आयची अपडेट
थँक्स अ लॉट श्याम हांव इतल्याचेर थांबता बट एक गजाल आमी डिस्क्वॉलिफिकेशना वयल्यान सुरवात केल्ली की अख्खें गोंय पळयता की वेळ काढूपणां चालू आसा जाता तितलें डिले करपाचें आनी जशें हांगा अभिजीत गोसावीन सांगिल्लें की फायनल डिस्पोजल जेन्ना फायनल ऑर्डर इतली अशें खूब जाण धरून राविल्ले थंयच्यान बारीक बारीक कुतां काडून सद्याक हियरींग चालू आसात आनी ही हियरींग कशी चालू आसा तर दुसरे दीस जर सुप्रीम कोर्टाची हियरींग आसा जाल्यार पयली दीस स्पिकर हियरींग दवरता हें अख्खें राज्य सगळे गोंयकार पळयतात आनी जे 10 जाण फुटून गेले किंवा जे 2 जाण मोगोंतल्यान फुटून गेले फुटपाचो अधिकार आमदाराक जनतेन दिला काय कितें आनी ज्या निवडणूक चिन्हाचेर तुमकां निवडून दिल्ले ते निवडणूक चिन्ह सोडून वचपाचोय अधिकार तुमकां जनतेन दिला काय कितें कारण कायद्यान दिला काय ना हें म्हाका दिसता 20 तारीख मेरेन स्पश्ट जावचें पडटलें आनी तांणी तर सरळ सांगलां जर तांच्या फावरात निकाल गेलो ना जाल्यार काँग्रेस आनी मोगो दोनूय पक्ष हायकोर्टाकूच न्ही जाल्यार सरळ सुप्रीम कोर्टांत वचपाक शकतात तेन्ना कायद्यान कितें जाता तें जातलें बट नैतिकतेच्या दृश्टींतल्यान हें फुटाफुटीचें राजकारण जनता तुमकां पचोवपाक दितली काय कितें हाजो म्हाका दिसता प्रत्येकान विचार करपाची गरज आसा वेळ सारको सोंपला इतल्याचेर थांबता थँक्स अ लॉट फॉर वॉचिंग दीस ब्रॉडकास्ट पळयत रावात प्रुडंट नमस्कार